Welcome to Web3 Insights. Okay, today I'm back again with another educational video. Okay, and today's we're going to look at a very interesting project, and this project is called Sonium. Okay, Sonium blockchain, right? And this blockchain is an L2 that has been developed by Sony, Sony Labs, the company Sony. So that's what we're going to look at today. Very interesting. So without wasting much time, let's jump into it. Okay. So the project, okay, that we're talking about today is called Sonium blockchain, right? And it's a layer 2, right, on Ethereum. Okay. So as I mentioned, this is built by Sony, right? So it's built by called Sony Block Solutions Labs, right? Which is a subsidiary of Sony, okay? And you can see on the web page that building a Web3 network that connects souls across generations, right? So let's explore this website a little bit. So you can see what here they've got kind of some news developments. So in 2023, September 2023, right? Sony Network Communications and Stato Labs to establish a joint venture to build a blockchain that will become a global Web3 infrastructure. You see, so this started in 2023, and it was going to be a collaboration between Sony Network Communications and Stato Labs. Then 2024 in August, they company name was changed from Sony Network Communications Labs to Sony Block Solutions Labs, right? Which you saw at the top of the page. And then August again on the 23rd, 2024. Now you get announced the development of blockchain Sonium, aiming for a world where Web3 use cases are part of daily life. So this is where the development started, right? In last year, okay, of Sonium, the blockchain. Then this year in January, you get launch of comprehensive blockchain-centric Web3 solution, aiming to provide value and emotional experiences that creators and fans can enjoy. So this was now the blockchain went into mainnet this year in January. Okay, they talk of services. They're talking about you can come and read for yourself all these things. Okay, we've got the chairman of Sony Block Labs, because now they call it Sony Block Labs Solutions. It's just a subsidiary of Sony, right? And here you've got like more information. So company name, Sony Block Solutions Labs, right? Establishment, October 2023. Location, they are in Singapore. You've got a list of the directors here. Shareholders, right? Sony Group Corporation, it is 90% of the shares, right? They are the biggest holder, and the Stato Labs has the other 10%, okay, of the company called Sony Block Solutions Labs, right? So it is owned by Sony. Now, this is a very, very, it's a big day, for Web3, because what it means now is we are every day now we are getting, the big names, we are getting the real world businesses coming on chain, right? So, this is what we do at Web3 Insights, because we are not only interested in the airdrops, we also want to know what's going on. And for me, this is huge. This is huge. The fact that Sony, the mother of entertainment, the king of entertainment, they are coming on chain. So this is big. So yeah, thought I show you this. Is very, very interesting. Okay, so yes, that's the whole idea, trying to get you to understand who is behind the project. Okay, so I know it might be a bit longer, but I think it's important. So yeah, this is, as you can see, this is Sony, and if you go to the portal, this will also help you to understand that this is the real Sony we know. You can see now these are the products we all know about Sony, right? So this is, the main site, sony.com. Okay. You can see, the things that they do, everything is there. And we know Sony with as one of the flagship products is PlayStation. You can see that Sony there as well, PlayStation. And they are the ones who are coming to Web3 now. Okay. And you can see again on their main site, okay, again they're talking of this, the launch of the Web3 solution. Okay. And the solution is Sonia. All right. So yeah, I thought I should start by getting this so that you guys are aware of who is behind this project that we are discussing. Okay. So yeah, I thought I should let you know that. Okay. So now let's get into the project itself. Okay. So now we know who's backing, who is the company behind Sonium. So Sonium is the blockchain. So it's a layer 2 on top of Ethereum. Okay. So it's a layer 2 on top of Ethereum, and as we now know, it's built by Sony. Now, what do we have to do now? So we get to that part of what do we have to do to position ourselves for the airdrop. Okay. So first of all, to understand that they've got, ecosystem of many projects that are building on there, right? So there are quite a number of projects. Okay. So you see, there's loads of projects building there on Sonia. Okay, so all these, right? So all these are projects building there, right? But for the airdrops, so you don't have to interact with all these projects, because some of these projects that are coming, they are not native to Sonium. In other words, there are projects maybe that have been built on, say, Solana, and then they come, or built on Ethereum, and then they come there. All right. So we are going to focus on, projects like this one here, because I know this project. It's called KO Finance. We're going to focus on those kind of projects that they are going to do airdrops. And those projects, we find them through following this link, okay? Because this is a campaign that's currently going. They said this campaign is going to run all the way to, I think, May. I think end of May, when it's going to run up to, okay? So, okay, so that's the campaign here. It's called the Ask and Score campaign, all right? So all you need to do is for this one, you want to supply some liquidity, so you can put some assets within the Sonium blockchain. So to do that, you are supplying assets to one of the dApps. I mean, one of the projects that are currently. So this is our score, because we have a wallet that we use at Web3 Insights, and this currently our rank. So we're not doing badly at all. Okay. So also, the other thing I'm going to show you is, I'm going to show you the DeFi Llama. Okay. So DeFi Llama is a very good website, which also helps us to track, things like TVL and all that, So you can see also the position of the project within, the rankings. Okay. So right now, Sonium is number 39. Okay. And you can see today, there's been a 37% increase, which is quite high. Okay. So now when you click into this one here, into Sonia, you will then find more information regarding what's the projects. Okay. So now we are here. You can see these are the projects building on Sonia. Okay. So KO Finance is number 1, is at the top, and it's a DEX. Right now they've got 47 million in TV. When I started interacting with Sonium, they had about 25 million. So you can see they're doing well, right? So you can see they're doing quite well. And Sonix is also another DEX, Untitled, Seik Finance. So all these, right? All these are native. So if you see any project that's just got one chain, it means it's native to these are the ones that are doing airdrops. Okay. But I'll also, to avoid scammers and all, so me currently I'm just working with top 4 right now. But feel free to calm down. But me, I always try, and I've got a rule that I try and just work with projects that are number 10 and above, because I know as you start going down below here, these ones are dangerous. These are kind of scammers and all that, right? As you can see, there isn't much money in there. Okay. So this is another place to come and just to learn. It helps you to understand whether money is coming in or not in a project. Okay. So the next, okay, actually, we did a video about weeks ago. As you can see, 3 weeks ago, we did a video on Sonium. And during that time, there was a campaign where they were there was a campaign to get what they were calling Sonium ecosystem badges. Okay. And it ran all the way from, I think, March to 1st of April. Okay. And they've now distributed these badges. So, but the thing is, with Sonia, there are so many campaigns that are going on. A lot of campaigns, and another place to come is to try and come to their blog page, okay? Because their blog page also tells you a lot of what's going on, okay? So you can see. So March was the ecosystem pages, and there's been some campaign, and here you can see winners of the Sonium Spark incubation. So basically, this was, I think, 2024. So what they did is I think the competition for developers or project builders, and these are the people who won. Yeah. So you can see the projects that are here are the ones that won. Okay. So you can see here, these projects have a promising future with Sonia, many of which already have been working. They already have working products which are quickly becoming popular, right? We are happy to share the details and celebrate the following 32 winning dApps. So now, you see, because now we know these are the people who won and they're being supported, they already have support from Sonia. You might want to work with some of these projects, because at least the idea is to try and minimize, scammers, right? So if you see a project that's got a name on the Sonium page, in other words, that's kind of an endorsement. Although, of course, you have to do your own research and take care. But you would rather work with a project that's there than some of those projects that I was showing you. Like, for example, you will see this project here, it's not there. Zenoland, I know it's not there, right? So this one, they are not there, because we don't even know who they are, right? So it's a guide to just help you, to play it a bit safe. Okay. So I'll put links in the description. Okay. Right, I just wanted to show you that, and this, we did the video like 3 weeks ago for these pages. Next thing is, there is a campaign again launched 11 April. Okay. Today is 13th. Okay. So this campaign now is being run by a project called Makeda, okay, in conjunction with Sonium and Asta Network. All right. And they are giving a reward of 480 million ACS, these Asta contribution scores, right? So I've been on the site, and this is what you do. You want to come on there. I don't like clicking them links, because that's I just know these scammers out there, so I avoid. So sometimes I just type the link manually. So I've been there. So that's Akeda. Again, Akeda, they've got an airdrop on their own, right? They've got something going on. So right now we're looking at their campaign, this campaign here, which they are calling Sonium, right? You can see here 48 million ACS plus Mr. Prizes. Okay. That's another one you can start interacting with. So you come here and you click on the DEX, right? DEXs, and you want to come and start interacting. So what you can do is you come here and click these dots here, tap into Velodrome. What's this one here? Let's see. That's another one. Sonix. So you can click Sonix, okay? But I've already done these ones, okay? So you click here and you want to click here, and then it will take you to, as you can see, I've already done that, and it's given me some points here. You can see that. So first one was subscription. So you'd come here, and if I come here, it will be subscription, and then you'd come, but I've already done, you see, task completed. So basically it was simply subscription, follow Sonix on Twitter. That's all, right? And then you get points for that. And then joining, it was just joining the Discord, and then you get points for that. And then following, I think it's this one. I think it's Telegram. Okay, I have to set my Telegram liquidity. Here you're putting some assets. I don't know how much you'd need to do for this one. But of course, they say this one unlocks after that. But either way, you can just do that, but you get points. The good thing is you don't have to do all of them. You still get points for whatever you've managed to do. If you've got liquidity, you do. If otherwise, there's no need. But so there is a lot of campaigns going on there, right? As you can see, there are so many projects. So when here, there's so many projects. So if you can just come and onto Arcade here, and you can start interacting with them from there. Price is another one. Okay, what's this? WebX. So all these, yeah, these are projects that some of the winners for that. So if you go there, it tells you what do you have to do. You can see here subscription. Again, follow them on Twitter. Okay, so this one I'll come here, and so to do it, you don't click this. Don't click the where it says subscription. It doesn't go anywhere. But you wanna come here and say start. Okay, right. So start. There you go. And then my battery's dying. And then all you want to do is follow. But I already follow them, so obviously it should give me my points because I already follow. So this one, see it shows you how many rewards for each kind of task. So I'll verify, see, because I've been following them. So you can see I've got now some get more points. Yeah, so I keep getting more points through whatever quest I do. Join. Okay, so Telegram, I don't have Telegram. Trade, I'll show you. Okay, so these ones would unlock. But basically, that's what's going on with Sonium. Okay, so I thought I should bring you this project because I'm quite bullish on it, and I think it is a great opportunity for us to be able to, because it's like you position, just getting, an airdrop, but you getting a stake within the Sony group. That's what this project is doing. And this is exactly what, Web3 is all about, whereby we never had a chance to access, Sony, stake, but now you get a chance. And through simple things, okay? Because I mean, you would have to have maybe loads of money to buy the stocks and all that, but as you can see here, you can do simple tasks, and they've got something for everyone. If you a content creator, you can go in the Discord, you get points for that, whatever. If you're good at people, if you've got a community, all you need to do referrals and all that, okay? So yeah, with that, I think we're coming to the end of the video. And, let me know your thoughts regarding, what you think about this, what's going on with Sony now bringing a blockchain. Personally, I think this is a great day for Web3 and crypto because now we are having, real companies coming to use Web3, the blockchain. We're coming from crypto being labeled as something that's just useful for criminals and terrorists and all. But now real companies, businesses are coming on chain. So this is a great moment. Okay, now this is just the beginning. All right, so we've got Sony, and Sony it's just opening the doors for the rest of them, because now these people, all these companies are coming. You will see all types of businesses, car manufacturing companies, you know, um, Amazon, all these, they will start coming because what is the blockchain? Blockchain is simply the new infrastructure for business, for interaction, for internet, everything. So everyone is coming slowly but surely. So yeah, I'm very interested, and let me know your comments as well. Your thoughts regarding this new opportunity, and this new movement, this new development in Web3 that we're having. Companies like this coming on chain. Right now, with that, this is the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. If you're enjoying content, yeah, it helps to grow the community and to help me as well. Right. So thank you very much. I'll see you when I come with another video. Okay. Thank you for watching.